All right, we just had our first RAMBOT. I'm jumping on here fast. You can see we just got our first profit. We just took a profit on that. And
shit, it's a sell divergence in the 5 minute. What the hell? I just took a long.
It's not a sell divergence. It's a long divergence.
I just heard it. So I'm long 37 quarter here. No, I went long. You know what? I'm going to pay on this.
Anyway, what happens here during the RAMBOT, we got a lot of things going on. I just turned on the thing right here. We just got a signal, and I'm going to show you. We just had this signal. It was actually a 5-minute signal. 5-minute signal is a very rare signal, and we're so used to catching that 1-minute signal, which it is. It is a 1-minute signal. There's your 1-minute signal too. There's your 1-minute signal. And there's a pop here. We just took a major trade here out of the. This is great.
Alright, I'm going to chase this, but here it goes. Here it goes. Man, I'm lost here. This is great. That's what we do. We're just going to do. Johnny just crushed it. Johnny, what we do is we throw the 5-minute sell divergence on the 5-minute in the buy. That gets everybody short, which gets us a better entry on the next one that's going to roll around.
Well, anyway, we just again just did that setup there. So really nice setup. We got an active day here, Friday, and you can see we just had what's interesting, we had a 5-minute divergence followed by a 1-minute setup here, and the 1-minute setup here was good. We got a nice little pop in one. Yeah, everyone's kind of giddy today. We just took profits in Win, but I have a feeling that Win is going to move up here. I just took my 3 calls off here. You can see it on the Trade Alert bot. And this Trade Alert bot is for members of Day Trading Radio. We have all our trades, all our alerts, all our bots running through this. We have all different kinds of things. It could be big. It's on your dashboard. I broke it down so you could actually see it, but these are different things you'll be seeing. And
but hey, make no mistake about it. We just had a 1-minute buy signal here. We just had a 1-minute buy signal, and I believe.
And I should mark that off as a buy signal. I hear Paul in the background. I apologize. Things are crazy this morning. But I wanted to break down the RAMBOT a little bit more for you because we've been focused on that the last 2 weeks. I tell you, I've been trading the ES off of this. And it's been unstoppable, you know, out of this whole week. Probably about 13 trades. One didn't work out.
Fun, right?
Well, we're going to continue. That's what Paul did. He took some of the indicators off the screen today.
He says he didn't see any sell divergence. So that may have been just a false alert there, Johnny. I don't know what we... Clearly the text there is red because it says sell divergence on the 5-minute there. I'm not sure what may have happened there. AJ saying another experiment down the tubes there. Actually, I made money on that. I think Johnny made money on it too. Uh-oh. We have somebody calling here to bitch at me. No, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't believe in that.
Also, I'm double checking SPX.
Yeah, I'd rather say it was a perfect 950 reversal.
I see the 5-minute.
On the Rambo alert.
Okay.
950. How about the 950 there? 950 reversal. So printed the day. Right, that's right, radio class. We're only looking at the cash parameters, the SPX.
Well, if you look here, you can see the 5-minute little divergence here from the open into the close. It was, anytime you trade in that first 30 minutes, you did have that little gap up, which gives us that 5-minute. I want to turn him down the side. I know it's a little irritating hearing all this stuff in the background, but that's what goes on here in the first couple minutes of the trade. And I'll bring this back over here. Now, we did take the win off here. Win for the win. Nice trade here. $660 on win. I'm going to keep this going. Again, I don't typically do this on Friday. Market here pulling back down. I want to give Paul a call here. Let me see if I can do that.
So Johnny says he sees a 5 minute clear. The 5 minute was a sell divergence, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
So that is not a bogus alert. So now, isn't this interesting? We just had a 1 minute buy divergence after a 5 minute sell divergence.
Let's see if I can get on.
So watch this thing turn. If this thing turns over now and goes forward, then the 5 minute actually trumps the 1 on a bigger move. We have a 5 minute sell divergence here, a 1 minute buy divergence, and a 950 reversal.
See if I can give him a call.
Hey, John.
Hey, Paul. Let me turn that off. I did notice that 5 minute. I was looking at my 5 minute chart, and with the gap up this morning, caused that. Was what happened was, you could see that we didn't rotate all the way up on the 5 minute stochastics with the gap up. The gap up took us above yesterday's closing price.
Yeah.
And we kind of just, I have it on my screen, but you can't see it. But I'm not gonna. You can't see it that well, but it's definitely there. It's definitely there. I could share my screen fast just to kind of clarify it.
Okay.
I don't know if we can or not. I have to see. So much going on, but I see it. That's the main thing I can tell you. I do see it. It's a good one. So.
Yeah, and there was a 1 minute there as well, and so.
And the 1 minute, I thought it was a 1 minute also. So I jumped in. I says I want to do this one live. And I jumped in right when you said, "Oh my God, let me get the video up and let me take this. Looks like an interesting one." And I didn't even look at it either. And then you said it was 5 minute time frame. I'm like, "Oh my God!" But I had the bracket in, so I got the 3 ticks right away, and then I got the two points. So the bracket worked really good.
Yeah, and then right after that, which was a 5 minute sell divergence, technically, right after that we had the 1 minute buy divergence, like 45 seconds later. But the 5 minute is trumping the 1 minutes here because we just got a rollover here.
Yeah.
So what we basically had was a 1 minute bounce inside of a 5 minute sell signal.
Yeah. Let me share my screen here if I can.
Okay.
Which one is it? I think it's this one.
Crap! I just lost my feed.
Share your screen. Oh yeah, you did. Uh-oh.
I'll fix it. Oh yeah, Procaster just recording desktop error. What's that all about? There we go.
Yeah, I see the same thing. I'm looking at Charlie's chart too. Are you on? Are we up yet? There might be another one setting up right now too.
You guys hear us?
Yeah, I'm still short my Tesla. I have a little short on Tesla, very little short, but it's working out.
There we go. We're back. All right. So share your screen.
I think I did. I shared the screen. Share screen. Start. Oh, let me push start. All right. Let's see if you can get that.
Yeah, I got to get in there. There it is.
I won't, hold you up here because I know things are wild. I'm listening to you laugh. I'm listening to the alerts going off. I'm hearing my stuff going on. I'm saying, wow. Oh, there's another thing there. Hold off on this. Okay. Let me show you my divergence.
Taking it.
Paul's just taking it.
All right, 34 quarter.
Crap. It looks like a little flush there. 34 quarters, a nice entry. Good entry there. And did flush down there. Yep, I got it too. I just got my 3 ticks. Move the stop up here to break even at 34. See, that 3 ticks is easy for me. It feels really good because you lock it in and then.
Yeah. I got a 2 1/4 stop and a 2-point target, single car.
You got a 2-point target. It's really, well, you know what? You're doing good. There it goes. It's ripping. Come on. Come on.
2 ticks.
I got 36 as my exit on this.
36.
Shit. Excuse me. It's a big pop here. And then you can adjust this.
Your profit target has been reached.
Let's... I'm out.
Come on, Phil.
I'm out. Take it out. Take it off.
No, I'm sticking. I'm leaving my bracket alone.
All right. Anyway, let's go back. I'm going to go back to that. Let that work out. Nice trading, Anthony. Anyway, you see that gap up here? Just do you see my screen's on? Put my. All right, you're in a trade. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm going to hang up.
No. Here, I can't. The problem is, there you go. Top left-hand corner of my screen. I got my quote tracker.
I just want you to get out. There, you're out, right?
Yeah, gone.
All right, good. So success. Again, another trade alert down in history or up in history. All right. Anyway, you see this gap up here? That's what triggered a little. From yesterday's closing price, where we closed at 4 o'clock, you can see the stochastics pulled back slightly. Today we gapped up, and we kind of turned back up. We had that higher high, and it's very slight, but that's why it registered.
Yeah, so maybe that's even bigger now, John, and we're going to see a little bit more pullback here.
Yeah.
But we are that really. I mean, so when that thing went off, we were at at 37 area because that's when I got long on that first trade.
Yeah.
So if you had gotten short there, you would have taken some heat all the way up to 40, but it did eventually roll back over. So those take a little more patience, but they also have a bigger move potential on the 5.
And plus you had that trend line, which was really good.
And
right.
We had a 950 reversal too. That played in right when the 1 minute came on,
But you have a trend line right underneath your chart there.
Yeah.
I don't have that on mine, which is great that you have it up there because I didn't even see it. Look at that. Look at that bounce. Beautiful. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, my divergence. Let me get back on it.
Good stuff.
All right. Take care. Great job.
Yep. Good luck today with the watch list and any trades that you do.
All right. Thanks. All right. All right, so when we're looking at, and again, these things are just alerted to you. Let's get rid of that. Here's the alert. That was the last one at 10 o'clock, right at 10 o'clock. You could see the move right off at 10 o'clock. And then you could see the move here at 9:52 right here. So nice little moves. And again, I set up my DOM with a 3-tick profit. And then we raised the stop to break even. And then we let it roll for another 2 points. And we manage that. If you feel something, you can always take it off. But you're pretty much really a great setup there. Yeah, Radio Clash saying that the RAMBOT's going to be a big hit. We plan to have this thing running at the trade show on our booth at our booth. And this is still moving a little bit higher off of this. Interesting day. So let me pause this here and get myself settled in here. It's already 14 minutes into this video. And we've already taken 2 trades, $275, 2 contracts each. And at what time is it? 10:05. Time to go fishing. All right, so I've been here. I just picked up some more MetLife, and even though this is going out to the public, remember I also do the HPS videos for the stocks every Friday. We get that out for the next week's trading for the members of Day Trading Radio here at MetLife. Kind of a gift going out there for you. This is what we call a 1-2-3 pattern. We have 2 significant pivots on top, we're able to put a nice straight trend line down here, and then we have this parallel trend line that's easily identified by this pivot area down here, and we drop that down. And when the price comes down to this level, it becomes interesting, and we usually see it push back into it. Now, got in off the trend line, popped, dropped, popped. I like that we're chopping around here. We're oversold on the daily, and we're oversold. Well, let's see how we're doing on the 660. Looks great. This thing's going higher. Looks really good. Unless there's some news out there. News is always our arch enemy. But technically speaking, this is the type of setups we come for. You can see this type of setup back here. Once you start to get down into this lower trend line zone, you start to see that big move back up. I'm not looking for much, retracement back up to the 20-period moving average. Looks great. And it looks good. That looks excellent. And I might use this video today to kind of do a little promotion of the site, because we do have the trade show coming up. The trade show is going to be February next week. Jesus, well, yeah, next week. Wow, I got to get my presentation started. 21st, 22nd, and 23rd down at the Marriott Marquis, New York City. If you're not, if you're going to be around, please just come down. We're going to be there. We're going to have a booth. We're going to be doing a presentation. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things. We have our membership party that weekend too. So if you're coming in from out of town, get in touch with me. I'll give you the information. So that's going to be big too. And again, we're going to go over some stocks here today on this video. This is very rare for me to go over this. I've been cutting back on the videos because we've been so busy. But Ralph Lauren here is another one that we've really like off this lower trend line. As you can see, a lower trend line area here. So consider this an HPS setup as it continues to push higher off of this lower trend line. It's just a textbook setup. Lower trend line. And keeping everything going here. MetLife, there goes Ralph Lauren right now. Facebook looking good. Twitter actually looking okay. Some other stocks, and I'll give you another stock here that I'm really starting to like. Here is Cabela, CAB. Something about it. It's starting to give us a nice divergence. You can see the slight move down. We're kind of stalling here. The stochastics wants to turn back up. It hasn't yet. I'm not in it yet, but it looks starting to get interesting. Rider systems popping. I got to go back to the markets right now because I'm actively trading too. And again, we do the show every single day here. Day Trading Radio. This was a textbook flag setup, really an embedded flag. Some of the patterns you're going to learn watching the show. Some of the important patterns, not all the patterns. You can pick up a book, a very famous video out there. I'm throwing a lot of books out because a lot of those books will give you just false information, and the market changes over time. And I've been trading since 1996 full time. Started in 92, and actually, I found a printout of one of my accounts back at 1988. I actually found something. I don't even remember myself trading back then. Wow. But over time, things start to, some things work, some things don't work. The best thing you can do is weed out the stuff that doesn't work, concentrate on the things that work, and that's what we're doing. There's all different time frames. We manage these things, and there goes our MetLife. We just picked up that position. I also tweeted this stuff out today too. So, if you, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually just throwing this out, kind of an open house, getting ready for the trade show. But we just added to the open house. We took off our Wynn resorts. I'm currently short Tesla, and again, this is a trade we just did take, and I did just tweet this out and send it out to everyone at the MetLife. Now we're going to watch for this next setup. Looks like we're going to have another setup here setting up soon. It looks very possible. RAMBOT, and the RAMBOT is, again, what we've been focused on over the last couple weeks. It's been just outstanding. Outstanding! I'm excited. Everyone's excited about it. It's like everyone's getting pretty giddy here. Well, there's my latest trade there. So that was just added to the common shares. But anyway, this is what the RAMBOT will look like. And again, you'll get all kinds of alerts lined up. And you'll see green ones and red ones. And each one is representative of something else that's on the site. And again, if you're a member out there, don't get upset. I know a lot of people like to keep everything tight within the group. I'm just doing this one time just to get us ready for the trade show, and there's been so much going on. So I'll be working here a lot tonight, and it's going to be a special day today. Market's pushing a little bit higher. Paul's batting 1,000 on his futures. I hope he pulls back a little. It's no reason to risk it on a Friday. Occidental Petroleum looking very strong. OXY. Oil looking good. And that's where we are. I want to come back to this video in a second. I'll bring you some more stocks and maybe the next setup we see coming along. Now, we just had a RAMBOT set up here, and it happened real fast. We just got the RAMBOT and it dropped, and we got to be careful on chasing these things. If you're not looking at it, that's why we have an audio alert now in the room. We got the visual alert, the audio alert, and it's unless you're just on top of it, you have to apply your stop in a certain way. I put this all in the tutorial video that's out there. So there's a tutorial video out there. I'll probably add a little bit more to it just to kind of, but that happened real fast. I did not grab this, because we want to try to keep our stop and our stop manageable, safe stop. And normally I look for that reversal and put that stop. And the way that stock has dropped off so fast, the stop would have been up here around 45.50. Now it's just, it's too much of a stop. Too much of a risk there, but that would have worked out fine. I apologize. I was just looking at some of the charts and I just heard it. So, and again, let's see if you could see it show up here. Oh, and we got a 5-minute signal too, which is a much bigger signal. Now this is interesting. The 5-minute signal. That's a 5-minute signal right now. And when we talk about that 5-minute time frame, it's a much bigger time frame. We want to mark that off here just for purposes of, and I mark these 5-minute time frames off in green. Now, today's a Friday, not to make any excuses or anything. I just want to, point out that, some things. You get that 1-minute time frame, then you get a 5-minute sell signal. Also, it takes a little time for that 5-minute to trigger. This could actually push back up and play out over time. I want to take a look at my SPX here for a second. I want to make sure we go over the daily. The daily here is just getting oversold. We like this. We liked it going out from yesterday. We talked about the 60 daily. It's the first big 60 candle. We had the daily set up. We knew that we have a better chance of an upside push. Sounds like a song. Upside push. Uptown Funk. Rising channel breakdown. Falling channel. Nice little bounce off of this. The 60 minutes set up. The 5-minute here, again, giving us that little divergence setup now. Right up here. So we have that one little candle right up there. It actually looks like an okay one. But I always say that Fridays are a little bit different. But not trying to make it. But we have a couple things working for us on a pullback here. You have this kind of a rising wedge pattern. And, that typically breaks down. It might not fall all the way back down to the lows, but it's, we should make a rotation. We haven't had a rotation in a while. Now, oil here is a contributing factor in the markets today, and I think I have my oil chart up somewhere around here. Let me see if I can find it. Got so many screens. Yeah. And then we have to be careful with the oil, because the oil runs here, the market could push higher. And that's all I'll say about that right now. I wouldn't mind seeing oil push back up here. I'm kind of looking at that as a potential move. Twitter pushing higher. Here comes Occidental Petroleum pushing higher. And of course our MetLife is looking good. Whole Foods and Wynn Resorts. So right now we'll leave this hang here, just hanging out. It's a 5-minute sell, even though it's green. Squares represent sell signals. We typically take this on a bracket or a DOM. We put in an established profit potential. Well, we have this little candlestick on that 5 minute, which was probably where I'd put that stop right there. Is right above 1844. Right now it seems to be working out once again. Jesus. You know what? I'm going to tell Paul let's just shut down everything. We're going private. All right. Well, he nailed it again. 4 in a row, man. The RAMBOT is just ripping it. And again, this green represents the sell signal here, but on a 5 minute time frame, a much bigger time frame. Like I said, I just hope he gets out on this because I know he's answering a phone call. I'd like to see him get his target here. I think he's short at 42 and a quarter. It just hit 40 and a quarter. He needs to take this off. Needs to take this off. Just texting him. He needs to lock it in. All right, he got it. All right, he's good. So, perfect. All right. Well, we just got another RAMBOT signal here, and I want to go. Paul just took a short here. I'm going to take a short with him. Now we're short here, and not a bad short, I think. Let's see what happens here. Again, the first the bracket here is there's our first 3 ticks. So we locked that 3 ticks in. Automatic profit now. We don't have to worry about anything. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point because we move our stop, automatically move back down to break even. If it takes us out, we still got that $75 cha-ching. And it just did come back up here, and that's something that we're always going to work on. But 3 wins, 3, looking good, moving that up here. That was actually for $37.50. 29 after 2 contracts. I only got 3 ticks on that. I love the setup here. Using the 3 tick method. Not worrying about everything. The market's very strong here. So again, we're kind of breaking out. We're right at the highs, so it's very difficult sometimes to actually try to short a strong market. But I wanted to show you the setup. We did have a fast reaction here. It feels like we're going to go higher. It doesn't matter to me. We already locked that in. 1854. I don't know where Paul is. Just his stop is here, but we'll come back to this in a second. I'm going to mark it off here on the chart. Now, if we had a reversal candle, I want to show you how to do that reversal candle entry. What normally we want to see a reversal. Whenever we have a pivot area that's playing out, be it here, anywhere, here we look for that candle that kind of extends a little bit further past the initial move down. We bottom out and then we move back up. So we're looking for that. We don't have that. We kind of have right at the highs. We close at the highs. Both candles are at the highs. So it's not really. Strategy would represent a candlestick reversal. Really represents a candlestick reversal here. And I would wait for that. We got lucky because we have such a good entry and an exit system. I think that's very key right now. Now you have a little better candle right now. So we can start pulling back here a bit. Now MetLife here pushing a little bit higher. This is one of our trades that we're just rocking and rolling in right now. I've talked about that one. Whole Food Mart here. So this looks pretty good now. Now with a stop above that 1855 area. I'm already out of it though. I want to manage my some other things right now. Then we had another one. So, and there it is again. Another RAMBOT setup. I'm going to put that in here with the stop right at the highs here. Right above the highs. We got two RAMBOTs before, and it worked out good to the downside. It was a 1 minute sell side here, and it was a 5 minute sell side here, and we got a little further push. We haven't touched the 20 period moving average yet. And, we don't. What keeps on dinging in my background here? I hope I'm not getting into things, more things. I was just trying to manage some other things. Paul pulls this one off, man. He's going to be unstoppable. I want to hear from him. This is a real tough one, but you know, with the two RAMBOT setups, RAMBOT's here 100% today. Come on. You see what happened there. The follow-through stop is really, really tight. So now I'm going to go over here and just take care of this. I got to have some Whole Food Mart I want to take care of right now as it's pushing a little bit higher. And I want to let you hear Paul in the background here. He's on right now. Let me see if I can bring up the show here.
One trade. I'm believing in it, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care if news is coming out. I'm going with a mathematical system that Johnny has come up with. It's triggering on the dashboard in the chat room. We call it out. It either works the way I have my bracket set up, or it does not. I don't have a DOM or Ryan. The other computer there. I have chart trade on the other computer. I can't drag it over here because it's on the secondary machine. I did that so the sounds wouldn't come across on the broadcast.
Brett, the lies are oversold.
Yeah, the 20 is right here. Come on now, need another tick out of this. I need you to fill. Don't give me no crap. Give me my damn fill. Give me Larry and Sam, Phil, and come on now.
Come on, Paul.
Come on. Come on.
See, me, I'd probably be out of it already, right on the 20 period moving average. But you know, we didn't have that rotation. So that rotation's our first exit scenario criteria. You know, we get a full rotation down here. Take it off, ball. Take it off. See, that's...
Oh, come on now. Come on.
He has such a good... But a 20-period moving average, I stress that so much. I stress it so much. You know, that 20, how important that 20 is.
I'm just stick with it. If it cranks up there and runs higher, I'm fine with it. I mean, it sucks.
Maybe not.
Come on now. Come on. Here, kitty. I can see right now people coming onto the site going, what the hell is this idiot, stupid, redneck, southern, backwoods dumbass talking about cats and kitties and stuff. He's supposed to be trading the market. Kitty.
You can hear he's all fired up.
The Day Trader Radio Friday session.
He's fired up, doing a good show. Come on.
With 210 people in our chat room, biggest day in about a month. So thanks you guys for joining in here. Having fun with you today. Tetris. Come on, kitty. Here, kitty. God damn it. I need one more dick.
I'm going to take a couple of these off right here for myself.
I'm so close to hitting this button right now. I literally had to grab my mouse hand. I'm Come on. This is ridiculous.
All right, I want to take...
This is a very frustrating thing. It is extremely frustrating. You know, think about it like this. If I got in that short just a tick, if I had filled my short at 54, the 52 would have been my answer. I probably have filled by now. It's frustrating, you know, because a lot of K-Rod saying cover it. No, I'm not going to do it, K-Rod. I'm sticking to my discipline. There you go.
He's out. Good job. Unbelievable. I got to call him up.
Hey, John.
Paul, you're doing amazing. Amazing.
I'm not going to move it, man. K-Rod, probably one of the smartest.
You should see me. I'm yelling. I'm doing a video here, and I'm yelling at you through the mic, even though you can't hear. I was like, cover, Paul, it's on the 20. But, yeah, you know, you held on good. But you remember our criteria. You know, if we look at, and I want to remind the newer people out there that there's a tutorial on this. On the latest HPS video, you'll see a RAMBOT tutorial, and we talk about our exit scenario. And watching that rotation, that fast rotation right there, it just rotated back down. You know, and that's just, it's key to just understand you did great. There's nothing wrong you did. I'm just saying this is where I would take it off.
I know.
51. I mean, you did perfect. That was. No, you're doing great. I was not to say anything. Just say, remember our 20 period. Our fast rotation here.
Yeah, we just had a look. Now we got a buy signal.
We just got a buy signal. Oh God, don't tell me.
I'll do it, John.
Well, you did a great job. You know, I'm gonna get back off here. Great job. See you later. I want to jinx them here.
All right, I'm at 52. It's 52. Long 52. One contract. K-Rod trying to talk me out of it.
Yeah, no, don't do it. You know, no one has successfully traded 6 ES trades in a row. It's impossible. Do not go against it. I mean, go against. Who knows What's going on?
Nothing against you, K-Rod. Johnny's using logic there, what he was trying to tell us just a few minutes ago.
Well, you know, according to that, you know, it's not the worst
Red
scenario
lines are
here.
oversold.
You just got it signal. We got to put the signal down.
I'm going to take it just like it is.
I hope it just rips back up here, and then people just, you know what, we're going to just
I'm proving to everyone here
do something really big here soon.
4 of these things now. A long 52. Wait for the crickets.
He's in at 52? Come on, crickets.
K-Rod short. Well, K-Rod, it's all right. You'll be able, just keep. K-Rod, just stay at it, man. You know, don't get discouraged with your $10,000 and $15,000 a day gains.
We have some big traders on the site, and again, I just stress it out there. For those out there, get in our room. We got some great traders. They post their trades. Everyone's working as a team here.
Watch out now. We have the 20
Oh my God, Paul's long here. 52 on a RAMBOT setup. It actually is a nice little flag setup too. I don't expect it to get back to the highs, but he has a shot of getting back up to 54. I would say, you know, I would say take it off 53 and a quarter. You know, take that point. Be good with it, Paul.
I'd have a point profit right here.
He has a point. Come on, Paul.
There is no doubt about it. Trading single cars after for all or nothing on it is probably not the most prudent way to trade these in a more profitable way.
Just take the point. You're killing it.
Yeah. You know, the easier to make money is actually multiple contracts. The thing about it is, if you're going to wait for the right setup, then you take it. Your potential for making money on every trade is greater. The potential for making more money on every trade is greater.
You know, I'll probably go through this video and find out the audio was off.
If you stopped out on one, you may book and break out. Get stopped out, break even. So, and still make money. So you're getting paid for your time waiting for that setup and executing that setup, even when it doesn't work out to the fullest.
This is where I would take it, but I can't reach through the computer and push his button for him.
So you get positive gains every time you take that trade. And the ones that really work out well work out with more profits. They work out completely play out. They work out with more profits than if you just taken a single. Or the same as you take a single, but it would have been multiple contracts on there, so even more than your best trade on a single. Yep. Johnny was cutting the video, and he's going, cover. No. And it's not stubbornness, guys. The logic says that I should be out of this one now. The logic says I should have been out of the short that I had and had a good profit on now. I'm just making myself stick to a bracket that I have decided to go with. It doesn't mean it's the perfect bracket in every trading situation. Especially here coming to lunch, 2 points move in either direction. My tortoise may not get it. I'm just sticking with it, just making myself the discipline of not moving those orders around once they're on there. That's all. What I might start doing is I might start doing a 1 point target and just start playing a different bracket. I just making myself not change it. See, I'm holding my hand back from selling this one. You know,
lots of times when you top out here, I'm just giving an example. We'll get a RAMBOT signal, and it'll push up about 50% and then roll over, and that's.
Thanks, J Gold. Yeah, I'm sticking to it.
There's J Gold.
It's hard to measure how the system works if you do not stick to it.
I mean, it's true. That's true there. That's true that you can't measure everything. You know, last 2 weeks have been unbelievable.
That's messing with my energy. So I tell you, rollout right now. Come on now. Don't do this to me. It hit 54, didn't fill.
It's not going to fill here. I have a feeling we're going to pull back here.
Where was it? Square. Circle down here. Yep. Something here. The little color key.
Cabela's pushing a little higher. We talked about Cabela's. MetLife here, rock and roll. Wynn Resorts here, we already took profits on that. Cabela's, I did not get into that, but it is looking good. Again, I expect this.
Tetris, you're probably right. You're probably right. Stubbornness is also...
there it goes. He might get this actually now.
ES tradometer overbought.
I'm just making myself stick to a rule that I have set. And if I need to change those rules later, I will. Oh, and I'm out. It filled. How did you do that? Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's right there. I'm out. I'm out.
All right, there it goes. How's that? That's 7 in a row? 6 in a row?
That's Sonny telling me to control my emotions. Sonny, I look at it like this.
Everyone doesn't like anything. When you do something good and you get excited for it, people are like, Paul's doing great today. And there it is. Boom. Right back down. Great job.
If I'm doing cartwheels or banging my head against the wall or screaming or whatever. If I do not modify the trade, I take my setup. I do not hesitate.
Good job. All right, let me pause this a second. I gotta get working on our stocks. I gotta get working on our stops here. I mean our stocks. I apologize. We got a lot of work to do. I might turn off this video right now. You guys seen enough. All this and more is happening in day trading radio every single day. And you know what? Come on by. Don't forget Monday we're off, but we might be actually a lot of people might be trading the futures. And then Monday evening when the futures open back up, or when futures open back up, the overnight trade, we're going to be on top of it. We're going to do some overnight trading next week, meaning the European Open, the Asian markets. We're going to try to do some really cool stuff. So get involved. I'll see you guys on the other side. And again, this is a special video. We're going to get the other videos out too.
I'm not quitting if it's working.
Great job, Paul, if you happen to get a hold of this video at one point. Unbelievable trading today.
I wait for the signal and I take it. Now, I might be a little slow.